You are listening to Radioactive 90.4 megahertz. Get active.
Hello, this is Preeti. The Preeti Bhuyan talk show is a platform to speak out your mind. I feel every person has something wonderful and unique inside their mind which may be worth listening and it may be motivate or inspire others. Preeti's talk is about fitness, inspiration, motivation, sharing knowledge and celebrating womanhood. Stay tuned, stay connected. This is Preeti with loads of love. Welcome to the Preeti Bhuyan Talk Show. I bring people here in front of you who has something beautiful in their mind, in their heart, which may motivate or inspire you, or maybe it's worth listening. I am the host Preeti Bhuyan. So I have with me Suneetha Prasanna today. She's a runner, she's a mother. So I'll ask her to introduce herself and say a few words about her.
Hi, I am here with the Preeti. Suneetha Prasanna. I am a runner, I am a motivator, and I really feel very happy about it. And first of all, I have to say that I'm almost the senior most woman runner around. I've completed 74 years last week, and still I feel I keep going on. And if I have to tell about the days, in younger days, I was rather active, all right, but at the same time, never thought that I would really going to run races. And I have worked throughout my life. Maybe I can say that once my education was over, I was in a teaching line and then became a coordinator and a principal, and later on went into becoming a HR manager of an IT company. And I worked kind of all over. I was in Africa for about 22 years and worked in US for a little while, and in India also I worked quite some time. And I feel now this is my time to, hang my
Be yourself.
Yes, and then be myself and then enjoy the time I am left with.
Right. See, as you are now, you are inspiration for us. You are the motivation for us. How was your past life when you were working? I just want to know, how was Suneetha Prasanna? How she used to manage with her two kids? How was her life? And as she is now, the dedication you are having right now, I want to know about little past.
I was a determined person from the beginning. That's what I think. Whatever I wanted to do, I used to give 100% of myself to that. And same way, like my work as well as family, I have given them 100% for where they are today. They are happily settled down and they are leading their lives. Which makes me quite happy.
Raising successful children is difficult. Raising the children is a difficult topic now. Many women, many parents, the parenting especially, the parenting is an issue now, and many people want a lot of advice in parenting. So what do you want to say about parenting? Because you are a successful mother now.
Parenting is giving yourself to them. There is a time where they definitely require you, though they may not express they do. But giving yourself, guiding, and that is always guiding by not preaching, but by example.
Okay.
That's what I have done. The determination, hard work, children imbibe by what parents do.
Right.
So by doing that, it's easy to, bring up the children. Yeah. And discipline is very much necessary. Children can't be just left like what they want to do.
Right.
Wherever they have to be shown the right path, we have to be there always,
right.
Alert, obliging, and helpful.
Right. You never feel challenging time in between your work and managing the children, because we are also mother. We are the upcoming mother. Our children are still young age, very tender age, but you are a successful mother. Your children are already settled. So how did you manage? Sometimes I feel very difficult in between work and managing children. Many mothers, especially working mothers, it's very difficult. What you felt? How did you manage that time?
There were really difficult times because I think working conditions sometimes I feel is much better than what it was then. Even to take a day's leave, we have to think 100 times. Whether we can take, we can't take. So in such time, yes, it used to be slightly frustrating, but never allowed that frustration to come in the way of not doing the duty.
And when your kids are grown up, how you feel that what was the time and now the time, what the differences you see right now?
When they grew up and then successfully started settling, that's a very, very elated feeling you get. You always feel that you have done your duty to the extent where you can sort of now sit back and relax.
Right. Coming back to fitness now, as a runner, when did you start your run? The first day, if you share with us, when did you decided that I have to run? I have to, start this, part of my life.
My running journey was something I do not know what made me decide. This is just about 12 years ago when I was 62 years old. I thought of that because I lost my partner of 40 years. And then by the time already children had settled down abroad, and I never wanted my life to be grieving, getting depressed, worrying them. I wanted to take it in a positive way. I thought positivity is movement, positivity to do what you like to do. That's how I started it off, and now that has become sort of part and parcel of me almost every day.
For a woman, coming out itself is a difficult. Running it is different thing. Whether walking or maybe coming out, leaving the kitchen itself is a difficult task. Now I will ask about the day when you got the medal, first medal of your life, first run. Say a little, experience with us.
Actually, to say that, I think I had total support of my children. They were very happy whatever I was doing, and to a certain extent I can say they even encouraged me to do whatever I like to do. My first run in 2008, I remember going to all the way for all the things, just without much of preparation, without knowing anything much. I did for all the run KTM, that is the Kaveri Trail Marathon at Srirangpatna, which is the hardest possible one.
And that is your first run?
That was my first run.
Oh my God.
And coming out of it, all the blisters without even knowing how to take care of myself. But that gave me...
so before that you never prepare for anything, no practice session?
No, not much. Okay. I not prepared, and I just registered and went and then finished it and came. So after that, I think it became very, very easy. I must have done about hundreds of 10 kilometers and 12.5 organized runs, and gone on podium number of, how many times I don't remember. I've gone on podium number of times, and I've done 15 half marathons.
Superb. Yes. Unbelievable it is.
And then some 2 or 3 ultra marathons, about 30 plus kilometers.
Oh my
I've
God.
done. And then whenever I'm in US, I take up some of the runs, like either half marathon or 10 kilometers. At least I always do that. And the total atmosphere is different there. That also I enjoy.
Right. See, normally, as you said that you have started this life, being yourself, enjoying yourself, you have started at age of 62. At that time, normally we feel we are tired. What motivation, drives you to that point? What you feel? Is it possible for every woman? Or Suneetha Prasanna is something different, different creator of God that she is doing this?
I think motivation is, definitely it was health is wealth. Somehow I felt looking at people around that health is being neglected, especially by women. Women tend to think that after 50, once they have done their, finished their responsibilities, some of them sit back without doing anything, giving rise to all lifestyle ailments, and some others get into depression thinking that they are not needed anymore.
Right. Or maybe people feel when I reach 60, people feel I am become old already. I do not want to do anything now.
True.
Or maybe people think I can't do.
Yeah, true. That's the second innings always start once you finish your responsibilities.
Right.
And that's how I felt. I became more energetic than before as my other responsibilities came down. And on my mind only, this is what was working on. That I must improve in this, I must improve my health. I am a kind who go around a lot. I travel quite a bit. To keep traveling, one has to be very fit. So that also, bearing that on mind, I started training myself, becoming more fit. And by God's grace, I continue to be still fit.
Right.
And however long I am like that, I would like to continue.
At this age, do you feel diet is important, or your dedication is important, or your willpower is important? What is mostly important to do such kind of being active?
It is a combination of everything. First of all, yes, I mean, your willingness must be there. And that comes from your determination. And secondly, yes, your diet is very, very important. I believe in diet because we tend to sort of eat anything and everything is okay, kind of. But I feel that nutrition part one has to really take care of. They have to take a proper balanced diet, especially after a certain age, which gives them enough of strength to do what they want to do.
Exactly. It is important. So, what you want to suggest for women, for the beginner, how they should start, what precaution they have to take? People get pains, problems they are facing. So, in a week, how many days you have to do practice? How many kilometers they have to run? Do you want to give some idea about it?
I always feel women, first of all, have to make up their mind to get out of the house. First of all, they have to tie their laces and just come out. Maybe let them go to nearby park and just let them make a round. It may be just a kilometer and see how they feel. And then start slowly pushing. And they have to be always with motivators. I mean, whoever influence them, because there are many people who pull you back more actually. Why do you want to do that?
Yes.
You may, I mean, what that harm your knees. You may not be able to be healthy. So better not to do. But this kind of negative impact they have to avoid. Always they have to be positive people who encourage them to do whatever they can. See, everyone can't do maybe a half marathon or even ultra everything. But according to the way, I always feel success is in whatever you can do. You do it well, that is success.
Right.
We cannot compare success of somebody who has already reached somewhere that you have to reach there. But you each day, even if you increase by 500 meters, you have already become successful for that day.
Just come out, at least give little steps, little time towards your health.
It's always
towards
me
yourself.
time is important.
Right.
I always feel everyone deserves it. That's not is being taught for especially women. Women always come at the end, taking care of everybody else.
Yes.
I mean, household, that is like husband, children. Then later on they think of themselves, and that shouldn't be the case. They have to take me time, which helps them actually in taking care of others better. If they are healthy, they can spread that health and happiness to everyone.
Right. So when your kids are settled in abroad, you have a grandchildren, don't you feel that just go and spend time there they're staying in a beautiful city. So don't you feel sometime go and settle with them?
Actually, this is like a balancing life. I do that also. I enjoy even that time being with my children, grandchildren. At the same time, I feel that our independence is very important. You can have independence only if you have health and if you are on your toes, like doing whatever you can. Otherwise, once you become dependent, I don't think you enjoy life being alone.
Right.
So I advise all the women, enjoy that too, but that's not only your life. You have your own life, which you can call it as yours, and then do whatever gives you happiness at such time. And one of them is definitely taking care of your health.
True.
That is the priority. And that can be followed by any other activities you want.
May not be only running, maybe some other activities, anything.
For everything, health is important.
Right, true. and then getting podium is something very big achievement actually. And when you are doing at your age, it is like something wonderful. The day you got first podium, share your experience. What is your feelings that day?
It is very elated feeling, and also you feel you are somebody in the eyes of others. When everybody applaud, no, you feel that somebody has noticed you. That definitely gives you a high.
Right.
That's what I am. Afterwards, I have gone on podium number of times, and I keep going now also.
Right.
But that feeling is always nice. That somebody is recognizing you,
Right.
and people are noticing you.
Right. So, do you want to name few half marathon, what and all you have completed as of now?
Actually, half marathon, I have done quite a bit of them in Bangalore, Delhi, Mumbai, Goa, and recently I did one ultra distance in Port Blair, Andamans. I did, yeah.
Okay, right. So, how you feel is running in India, running in our own city, our Namma Bangalore, and running in other cities, other countries? I mean, what do you feel? Is there any difference, or do you feel like running is everywhere same?
No, running Namma Bangalore is the best because you can hear my name called by hundreds of runners.
Right.
So that makes me feel, yes, that I'm known by so many people. And even in Mumbai, Delhi, in India, I really enjoy because quite a few runners whom I know run there. But abroad, I sometimes feel a little sort of what you call inferior because there, they are all too fast actually for me.
Okay.
They're really fitness is one thing for which they give priority. Anybody and everybody you can see them sort of giving, I mean, priority for fitness and running, and they're too fast runners. But I always console myself. At least I'm doing this much going on foreign soil, so I have to feel proud of it.
Right. So you mean to say that still our people has to think a lot for towards the fitness. Still.
Definitely, I feel. India is now, though some of the cities like Bangalore and Delhi, Mumbai, they're all becoming cities for real fitness and running. Still, we have long way to go. Whatever, I mean, the percentage of people who are doing are not so much as we expect.
Right.
So it has to increase, and that can happen only by encouraging them, bringing them out, making them small changes in life. And I think one day we also will be like others.
Right. Recently, you have become a mascot for 10K Women's Challenge.
So Superwomen Challenge.
Super.
Yeah.
Just say about that.
Yeah. Then now 10K Superwomen Challenge, we are having it on 15th of March. And I have become the mascot for the senior most group and now. And then it feels nice. And now, being a mascot now, I want to encourage women, senior women especially, 60 plus to come out more in number, register, let them walk, let them run. But only thing is have that in mind, they have to complete it, which gives lot of happiness to them.
Right. So once maybe people will come out when they will be, their foot on street, maybe they will understand that what the happiness gives them.
True.
Right. So here I also welcome, I also ask people to, our women to join and enjoy and give little time towards their health, towards their fitness. So I want to ask Suneetha Prasanna today, as she is staying alone now, and she is a very strong woman, obviously. What do you feel about women and safety in India right now, in our country?
Women and safety in India is still not that good, but somehow I feel by taking certain precautionary measures, still we can do what we want to do.
Right, because you are running early morning. Maybe before the sunrise, you start running sometime. Maybe you start your practice session. Maybe. So, what do you feel? Are we safe in the street, or is there any problem still? What do you feel? What do you want to suggest us?
Actually, we are. It's always better to run in a group. if one person single has to run, they have to be always careful where they are running and then what's happening around. Especially with music on, sometimes we don't even know who is coming beside us.
Yes.
So we have to be alert.
Alert.
That's why nowadays lot of running groups have come up, and they are both men and women. They run together, so it gives them kind of safety that way. And whenever you have to run single, especially in places where they are not very, safe, you have to take enough of precaution.
Right. Right. So, what do you want to say? Crime against a woman, whatever it is happening, it is increasing in our society.
That is a sad affair. Here, I always feel that it's not just only women have to take precaution. Men have to realize also that they have no right to violate anybody else's right, whether it's a man or woman. So men have to be taught, maybe from the beginning, this is not the way to behave with women. And then whenever such things happen, there has to be punishment in such a way the others have to be scared of doing any such things again.
Right. Recently, whatever has happened, or maybe our small kids or small girls are not safe, maybe in the road, or maybe always we have always fear that we cannot go out in the night, maybe, or maybe that fear is always there. When is a concern of women, there is a fear. So how to stop those? How to, what you feel, which way we can maybe educate other people, or which way we can stop those issues?
It has to be, we have to educate both men and women here, especially men and women, more than that I say girls and boys. From the younger age in schools, they have to be taught to respect women and also respect girls. And also they have to be said that there is nothing, to misbehave that way. They're after all, treat them like your friends. So that's the only way. But I think still in rural areas and lower strata of society, we are still having that issue. And that has to be tackled only by what we call it as police force, or
maybe our law, our system.
Law has to become stricter. So that way at least such people should start getting scared of doing committing any such crimes.
Right. So that we can maybe stop those issues. Right. That's true. What do you want to say about women empowerment? Empowering women.
Empowering women is to take certain things to their hands, their independence, their freedom. That freedom doesn't mean, or feminism doesn't mean that they are not supposed to do any work, whatever women used to do. But it's mentally getting stronger. Mentally getting stronger, mentally getting independent, and mentally feeling that they are capable of doing everything. There is no such line as it's a man's job, it's a woman's job. They should be able to do both. That is more of empowerment actually for women.
Right. It's a huge topic, women empowerment. But do we really empowering women?
Empowering women we are doing, but to what extent women are taking it to their advantage is what matters actually.
Okay.
Yeah, women have to take that to their advantage and get empowered.
Right. Themselves.
Yes.
See, if woman has to empower, they have to empower themselves.
That's true.
So nobody can empower you actually.
Nobody can empower.
Right.
They have to do. Yeah.
In between so many runs, in between, so many activities, which run is close to your heart as of now? Maybe many, but still.
One of the most, one of the runs, half marathon, which I really, enjoyed was 2019 IDBI Federal Insurance half marathon in Mumbai.
Okay.
And here Sachin Tendulkar, the Lord of Cricket himself, felicitated me as the senior most runner, woman
Oh,
runner to run
wow.
that. So it really made me very, very happy meeting him and
Right,
talking to him.
right. So it's like a lifetime happiness
Yes,
meeting
yes,
him,
yeah,
talking to
true, true.
him. Yes.
And he actually presented me an autographed book of his,
Oh, wow.
which I really treasure.
Right. So when you are running in Bangalore or maybe Delhi or maybe Mumbai, mm, which you feel tougher, maybe weather wise, road wise, which one? Or maybe easier?
Delhi is the easier one. That's because that route is a
You're
flat
talking about
one.
ADHM, Delhi?
All ADHM,
Okay.
IDP I have done.
Okay.
I mean, all the runs, no? Some 7, 8 times I have run in Delhi.
Oh, wow.
Half marathons I have done, all. But all of them I felt it's very nice because it's a route is very scenic and it's flat.
Okay.
And weather-wise, of course, many a times we have come to almost at the verge of it getting cancer because of, I mean, that smog and pollution. But somehow up to now it has never happened. And the day whenever I have run, I've never had that effect of that. I don't know. It's maybe euphoria of running made me not to feel that, or by God's grace, it had got cleared by then. I have no idea, but I've really enjoyed
Maybe that is
Delhi
your
runs.
willpower, that is
Yeah,
maybe
that
your strength, maybe, or maybe that is your, what I say, the love towards the run, maybe.
possible. So Delhi one, and of course our Bangalore route is so familiar to us. So we are in a sort of we can close our eyes and then move on that roads like that. But Mumbai is of course the weather is quite humid, but on the particular places, elevation is little more. Otherwise, they're okay. But Delhi is the easier one. Delhi I have enjoyed actually.
Right. So, said about little ultra marathon.
Ultra marathon I have
Because
done.
I know you have done quite.
Yeah.
One run I did with you also. And I know, I
No,
think it
that's,
was
that was in Killer Road.
Kanakpura Road.
Killer,
Yes.
Killer Road we call. No? That is 12 and a half I have done number of times.
Yes.
I used to do in with Life is not Life is Calling, Runners for Life people
Okay.
in Hennur.
Okay.
That time I started done 7, 8 years continuously there, and quite a number of times I've gone on podium there, maybe 4, 5 times or something like that. But longer distance I did done Port Blair, 30 kilometers, and that was the thing. It was hard because that was beside the sea, and the road was very, very winding.
Okay.
Too much of ups and downs, but I really enjoyed it. It was something of a challenge, but I could take that challenge and complete it.
Right. So, for beginners, what you want to suggest? I mean, about shoes, about precautions, what they have to take.
I always feel that, first of all, nothing we can't just go and run 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers as you want. Everything requires preparation and training. Otherwise, one will definitely get injured if we just run like that. And proper shoe is definitely a plus point. With the proper shoe, you can definitely run better. But with proper training, you can really run much better.
Much better. Right, because our body has to,
Yeah.
used to it.
Yes.
Yes, definitely. And then when you are running, suppose when you are running ultra marathon or maybe half marathon, you have to start in the early morning, and maybe run start sometime at 4 or maybe 5. So on that day, how do you manage what you eat, how you eat, what time we should drink water? So we just want to know a little from you. Today we are taking all the secrets from Suneetha Prasanna. How she did, what she did, what is her lifestyle. I want to know everything today.
If the run starts at maybe 6 o'clock, I normally get up around 3:30. Maybe walk around a
So
little.
what time you sleep before that, before night?
Around 8:30, 9. Before 9, I go to bed. And getting up at 3:30, walk around and sort of ease yourself and feel nice. Maybe eating I take very little, especially for 10 and 21. Not much, but still I take a little of, maybe sometimes I take some oats I take and a banana.
Before
I
running?
take. Before running.
Okay.
Before about one and a half hours before I take that. And one or two dates I take, that's it. And in between while running I take electrolyte and water. Normally I avoid eating anything in aid stations while running.
Right. Any bad experience for running?
No.
Nothing. Okay.
Up to now I have not come across. This is
As you said, discipline is very important.
very important.
Very important.
Discipline
Without
from the
discipline, nothing will happen.
Discipline is very important.
Very important. True.
In any field, first you have to be disciplined.
Correct.
Be punctual,
Correct.
and then have that in mind. There is some deadline you have to finish. You have to finish.
Correct.
They all come. It's okay. Tomorrow let me do. True. Such things. So even in running also, that's what. If you don't have discipline, today I didn't feel like going. Tomorrow let me go.
Correct.
We need to do that.
Correct.
It's cold. Let me sleep off
Not to
today.
sleep off.
What
Yes,
will
yes,
happen
yes,
after all?
yes. True. That
So
is
discipline and the grit.
Grit.
Grit to continue that discipline. Very important.
true. That is true.
This is Preeti from the Preeti Bhuyan Talk Show with Radioactive 90.4 MHz. If you have any suggestion or want to share your own incredible story, you can reach us out on Facebook, Insta, Twitter and YouTube. Until next time, this is Preeti. Keep listening, keep loving, keep inspiring.
Radioactive 90.4 megahertz, Bangalore's first community radio station. Listen up, listen up, listen up. Get active.
Alright! Pull up your socks, roll up your sleeves. It's time to get active with Radioactive 90.4 megahertz. Get active!